Let me tell you about the man I've always looked up to. He's in his late 60s now, incredibly accomplished. The kind of person who makes you believe anything is possible. But life has a way of humbling even the strongest among us. And his story? Well, it's a tough one. Growing up, his family didn't have much. Like, really didn't have much. He walked to school every single day, rain or blazing heat, while he watched other kids step out of fancy cars with brand new backpacks. His had holes in it. But that didn't slow him down, not even a little. He was always first in his class. Scholarships, honors, you name it. In everything, actually. And no, his parents weren't even tutoring him. He did it all on his own. So just before he finished high school, he was set to become a lawyer. But then, his dad got really sick. Kidney failure. So just like that, he changed his path. So he decided to become a kidney doctor, a nephrologist, and yes, he aced medical school too. He took care of his dad himself, and honestly, he was so good at it that his father lived for another 20 years because of his care. That's right, 20 years on dialysis. Which, by the way, dialysis is a treatment that does the job of your kidneys when they stop working. So word got out about how skilled he was, and his reputation spread. But he wasn't just a great doctor, he was also smart with money. Maybe because he knew what it was like to have nothing. He then started a laboratory with a dialysis center, and that one location grew into several, literally everywhere in the region. He always told his team, quality over quantity. Don't chase profits, chase excellence. Serve the patient, not the pocket. Eventually, he built a whole hospital, and he was hands-on with everything, licenses, operations, you name it. He lived and breathed his work. But here's the thing, he was so immersed in with his career that life kind of passed him by. Yes, he took trips with his wife and kids here and there, but his mind is somewhere else. I'd sometimes just see him zoning out in the middle of a family gathering, staring into space while everyone is laughing and connecting. It was unsettling. So after he retired, things started to change. His wife, also a doctor, but someone who also knew how to balance work and life, noticed he wasn't himself. So she took him to the best hospital in the country. Well, not his own hospital, to be able to avoid gossip. And that's when they found out he had dementia. Dementia isn't just one thing. It's a whole set of symptoms where your brain function declines. Memory, thinking, reasoning, it all slowly fades away. So the doctor said it could have been triggered by years of allergy medications, cholesterol drugs, and especially his non-stop high-stress lifestyle. No balance, all work, very little play. I also wondered if growing up in such a serious household played a part. There wasn't a lot of laughter there. Not much lightness. They have laughter, but whenever they have family or relatives gathering. Even at the hospital's inauguration, which should have been his proudest moment, he was already deep in dementia. He needed help just to be there. And then came the heartbreaking part. He'd insist on going to the hospital every single day. He'd stand at the nursing station, review patients' charts, talk to the nurses, but none of it was real. He was retired. The family and staff just set up the whole charade to calm him, because if they didn't, He'd get angry and become agitated, convinced he still had patience to see. So it was an all act for him. His condition got worse quickly, and even with all the money, success, and reputation, none of it mattered. His own family was heartbroken, helpless. So it made me realize money isn't everything, success isn't everything. Yes, we need money to live, but it can't buy health. And his family? They're left caring for a man who's physically there but fading away. It's a wake up call, honestly. How many of us are grinding nonstop, chasing more? More money, more recognition, more accomplishments, without ever stopping to ask, what is this for? Am I even going to enjoy it one day? Life is meant to be lived, not just climbed. Balance isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Because what's the point of reaching the top if you lose yourself on the way up? Take a breath, look around, laugh, rest, live. Don't wait until it's too late. Thanks for chatting with me. Take care. Stay safe.